LP Conroe and 106.1 KZCC LP.
Okay, here we go. Monday afternoon, July 16th. I'm your host, Margie Taylor, for Conroe Culture News from Lone Star Community Radio in downtown Conroe, FM 104.5, 106.1 on your FM dial. Or you can go to irlonestar.com and watch all the shows. So today, the guest will be Savannah Martin, and she is with Dispute Resolution Center, and she's accompanied by Randy Lovelace, who is helping out. And we'll talk about what he exactly is doing in a little bit further on the show. Rita Wiltz will be here for Lemonade for Literacy with a representative from AT&T, Cameron, and Conroe Parks and Recreation. It is National Parks and Recreation Month, so we are highlighting the city of Conroe. Javier Pena and Elizabeth West will be on the show, and we might have another surprise guest. So we got a lot going on here. So let's get rolling. This show is sponsored by Roger Stein Chiropractic Center, who is having a ladies' night out at 3303 West Davis across from Conroe High School tomorrow night. All the ladies are invited free. Men, well, you can slip in maybe, but it's wine, mini massages, prizes, vendors, and food bites from All Star Catering, and they do a great job. So that is from 5 to 7 tomorrow night, ladies' night out, Roger Stein Chiropractic. She is our sponsor for Conroe Culture News. And did you know the Pacific Yard House has a catering truck? Yes, they do. And it is parked on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 11 until 1 on the Phillips side of the courthouse. So not only do they have the place over by the railroad, the railroad tracks on Pacific, but they're there with their catering truck. So you need to try the pulled pork nachos. They are really, really good. And they are also out at the First Thursday concerts, which will be coming up the first Thursday in August. I believe that's August 2nd. So we look forward to seeing them. You can also get tamales at Carmelita's. Did you know that they now have barbecue tamales and a veggie tamales that's made with cream cheese and jalapenos? Really, really good. You can get them by the dozen for your next party. Of course, there's Reuben sandwiches at the corner pub. So there's just so many places you can eat. It just kind of makes me hungry right now since this is the lunch hour time. You can go to Red Onion on the Square Monday through Friday, and they have specials, daily specials every day. You can get their buffet, or you can get just a regular grilled cheese sandwich, which is one of the best grilled cheese sandwiches in town, just saying. Of course, you can get home-cooked comfort food from the Red Brick Tavern, or you can go right next door to Conroe Coffee, which I'm looking right now. They have a great art display going on. They continually have different art exhibits every month. So you can get coffee, you can get an ice cream, you can get a sandwich. So there's plenty of things to see and do in downtown Conroe. Now, I don't know if any of y'all have seen Willy Wonka. It's been at the Crichton Theater, and it's coming up again this weekend. Friday and Saturday night at 8, 2 p.m. matinee on Sunday. So get your tickets. A lot more going on. So with that, we're going to start right in with the Dispute Resolution Center. Welcome, Savannah Martin. She's an intern with ExxonMobil, and she's going to tell you a little bit about that. They supplied a grant for several different nonprofits, and she's one of them with Dispute Resolution Center this summer, and accompanied by Randy Lovelace. Hey, hello, Randy.
Morning.
So he's going to tell us why he's sitting here next to Savannah in a few minutes. So how's it going today?
It's going great. How are you doing today?
I'm good. It's a Monday in the summer. Mm-hmm. You never know what's going to happen. So how's it going with your internship?
It is going incredible. I have been here for around 6 weeks. I'm starting the last of my 2 weeks. So I've just been learning so many things and had the opportunity to work on some really, really interesting projects and kind of take the lead on those and kind of try and spread the word about them.
So you only have 2 more weeks. Wow. Yes. It's kind of like you just got here and now you're leaving again. So I also heard from the executive director, Elaine, that you will be giving the closing ceremony speech. Tell me about that.
So I was asked to give intern remarks about everything that I've been doing this summer since I've had the opportunity to do so many things through the Dispute Resolution Center of Montgomery County. I've gotten to go to lots of the different courts to see just how that system works and to thank all of our judges that support us and help us help the community. We're celebrating our 30th anniversary this year. We started in 1988. We've been serving the community since then. And so it was just an incredible opportunity to go to all the courts and sit in and observe a lot of mediations this summer.
So a lot of people don't know still what the Dispute Resolution Center is, and that it's located conveniently on Thompson Street, right across the street from the front of the courthouse. So when you say that you've been into the courts, that's like Justice of the Peace, and what other courts have you been in and why?
So I've been to Justice of the Peace, Wayne Mack. I've been to his Willis in Montgomery. I've been to Judge Edie Conley's court. I've also been to Judge Tracy Gilbert's court. I've gotten to see the different varieties in like witch court and like family court and things like that, and the difference of going to court and basically having a judge decide what you're going to be doing, rather than mediation, where you are a part of the process that allows you to kind of decide what you and how you want your future to look and work out. So
there's volunteers that are part of the Dispute Resolution Center. Randy, are you a volunteer for them, or you just got nominated to come on the radio show today?
It's really not a long story. I am not, I guess, technically a active volunteer, but I have always been aware of the Dispute Resolution Center. Happened to be in a meeting last week with both Elaine and Savannah, and I was not aware of the Conflict Resolution Day. And they were able to explain that to me. And when I heard that, I went, wow, now I want to jump in and I want to participate and I want to take this pledge. That's when I learned about the pledge. And I thought, wow, because...
What is the pledge?
The pledge, you're basically saying that you're going to use conflict resolution skills in resolving any conflicts coming up, to encourage people to use their skills peacefully, their conflict, to resolve their conflicts peacefully, to support conflict resolution as something that can help all of us to make people happier, our schools, our neighborhoods safer, and to create a more peaceful world for all of us to live in.
Wouldn't that be nice?
That would be nice.
No conflict.
But, in looking at that, my thought was, all of us, adults, young, old, everyone, we need to be able to discuss things and to resolve things peacefully. We need to do a better job with it. It's great for business. It's great for personal life. It's really important for marriages and to be able to do that. So when I saw this, I went, I'll raise my hand. I'll sign this pledge.
So when is Conflict Resolution Day, Savannah?
So a lot of people don't know this, but the American Bar Association actually recognizes October as Conflict Resolution Month. And then the third Thursday in October is Conflict Resolution Day. And so what we're asking everyone in the community to do is take the pledge. So we're doing a social media campaign that's called #ITookThePledge, where we're asking everyone to sign the pledge that Mr. Lovelace just talked about, and take a picture of yourself with that pledge and then post it to Facebook or Twitter during the month of October with the #ITookThePledge. And you can tag us on Facebook. We are at Montgomery County DRC, or on Twitter, we are at DRCMCI. This pledge, basically, we're encouraging people across Montgomery County to utilize conflict resolution skills just to peacefully resolve their disputes, say no to bullies, and just make our community more peaceful.
So are you going to take the pledge, Randy?
I am going to take the pledge. See, I've got this really nice certificate right here, and my name is on it.
Okay,
That's me,
it's
Randy
official.
Lovelace, and I'm fixing to sign it.
So if I say something nasty, you're still going to help. We're going to resolve this peacefully.
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
Okay.
I just need a pen.
I have one.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, marker?
Oh, big
You
marker.
sure?
Do you want to use the pen?
Let me use
Let's
the
do
pen.
the pen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Officially.
He is signing the pledge to resolve conflicts amicably.
Would you like to sign the pledge as well?
I would.
Okay.
There we go.
She wants me to sign it with
It
a
is
marker.
now signed. That's me right there.
Okay. I, Margie Taylor, and Randy Lovelace,
Do solemnly swear
to use conflict resolution skills in resolving my conflicts, to encourage people to resolve their conflicts peacefully, to support conflict resolution as something that can help make people happier, our school and neighborhood safer, and create a more peaceful world for all of us to live in. Oh, I signed it. Oh, I need to sign it here. Okay. I got it. Do I need to have this notarized?
It is witnessed.
Oh, okay.
It is witnessed.
7/16/18.
Yes.
Done. And you can finish signing. Okay. So tell me, let's move on to a couple other things. The 5th Annual Bookmark Art Contest.
Yes.
So that is coming up August 13th.
Yes, ma'am. That contest begins on August 13th, and entries are not due until September 28th, 2018. October 5th will be our judging, and then October 19th is our award ceremony, which, as I talked about before, that is Conflict Resolution Day. So if you don't know what the Bookmark Art Contest is, it is our Conflict Resolution Bookmark Art Contest. And this is our 5th annual year doing it. Last year, we were so ecstatic. We received 1,927 entries. And so this year, we are hoping for even more than that. We are ecstatic to see.
That's a lot.
Yes, it is. And the artwork that these children come up with is absolutely incredible. They are so creative, and they just find ways that help kind of show exactly what conflict resolution is in a simple way that kind of catches your attention. Even as an adult, it makes you think, this is something that is simple that I can be doing and implementing into my daily life.
So this is for kindergartners through 8th graders at any school in Montgomery County.
Any school, or even if you are homeschooled, you can simply... Anybody. If you're in kindergarten through 8th grade is welcome.
Sorry, Randy.
Sorry.
And so there's 22 judges, and they judge based on creativity and how they get the message across that it's important to resolve conflicts peacefully.
Exactly. And we're doing this annual contest, to celebrate Conflict Resolution Month, but also because the goal of this contest is just to foster discussion about constructive problem solving, like peer mediation, respecting differences, listening, practicing tolerance, and apologizing, just as alternatives to violence and bullying, because we believe that that is such an important thing to teach our children how to do so that they can learn that and use that when they grow up. I think that's such an incredible thing that should be being used in schools, especially with all the bullying that's been going on recently.
Absolutely.
It's something that we need to be focusing on as a community.
So where will these bookmarkers, I know that they're being distributed. There's going to be a lot of them distributed. So where will people find them?
So we will post the winners on our website. And then also, so the prize winning students receive cash prizes at a joint award ceremony with the 359th Judicial Court, District Court in Conroe, Texas. And then they're going to be displayed at the Montgomery County Central Library for 30 days following the award ceremony. And some of the winning bookmarks will be reproduced, and then they'll be distributed to students throughout Montgomery County to encourage a culture of kindness in the schools. And then we also pass them out through the DRCMC.
I have some of the previous year's bookmarks, and they're awesome.
They're really neat.
Yeah,
yes. And so there's like 16,000 copies distributed.
Yes,
well,
ma'am.
wonderful. So if anybody wants to find out about this, they can go to resolution-center.org and it will have all the information. That contest starts August 13th. You can take the pledge anytime, right? Like we just did. You can take the pledge and be part of the I Took the Pledge social media campaign. Go to their Facebook page at Montgomery County DRC, and you can see some information about that as well. So that... I'm glad y'all are here so that I can keep it in mind to be nice and kind to people and make the day go well for everyone. So thank you both, Randy and Savannah, for coming on the show. We're going to take a quick break and get ready for our next guest, Rita Wiltz with Cameron, about Lemonade for Literacy.
Since 2004, Roger Stein Chiropractic has offered spine and joint manipulation services to residents of Montgomery County and surrounding areas. Conditions treated include lower back pain, migraines, headaches, whiplash, carpal tunnel, neck pain, sciatica, joint pain, sports injuries, herniated discs, and complications from pregnancy. Roger Stein Chiropractic, led by Dr. Stacy Rogers and Dr. Brian McGee, is an integrity-verified chiropractic clinic. Call 936-441-9990 for an appointment, or visit rogerssteinchiropractic.com. That's RODGERSSTEIN chiropractic.com.
Are you interested in learning more about preparing quick, healthy, and safe meals for your family? Would you like to spend time with others learning tips and tricks, along with practicing and tasting nutritious food? If so, the On the Road to Healthy Living Mobile Cooking School is for you. Call Amy Ressler at Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service at 936-539-7825 to find a class near you or volunteer to host a class.
For those of you who like your partners, your gumbo, and your music salty, well, we're here to help with the music. Julian Shea here, host of Lone Star Country Nights Thursday, your weekly dose of roots and Americana and all the music that makes this part of the country special. We stir in Western swing, honky-tonk, Zydeco, Texas blues, outlaw country, and put a pinch of red dirt, and then we smoke it over a slow fire. Then listen to the results Thursday nights on Conroe's 104.5 and 106.1 and worldwide at irlonestar.com.
Our talk shows and music shows are looking for sponsors. Want to expand your brand awareness? Reach the hyper-local audience in Montgomery County? The Lone Star Community Radio sponsorships accomplish this. Want to see our stats and rates? Check out irlonestar.com/sponsor for more information. Or call in and leave us a message at 936-647-3776 with your question. Get seen on TV or YouTube and heard on our podcast, FM, and internet radio. Sponsor your local radio station with Lone Star Community Radio.
Hello, we are back. So Libby asks on Facebook, what is this show about? Well, it's about, Rita, what is this show about?
It's about promoting reading and literacy in Montgomery County.
No. That's your show. This show. The show.
Oh, this
Conroe
show?
Culture News. You've been on here.
Conroe Culture News is the place to be. What you can do with Margie here is make sure that your event is out there. She does PR. She does it on the radio also. It's live. People in Conroe have a chance to have access to your information, all about it. You can interview with them to tell them all about the stories that you have provided for the families, for the community, any organizations that you belong to, the different chamber events.
Nonprofits, chambers throughout Montgomery County, and then things that are going on in downtown Conroe, of course.
So, downtown Conroe has a lot to offer.
Oh, yes. And Rita, you've been on here many times. And I've been doing this for 2 years, and I know you've been one in the beginning and every year and all the time. So, and let me just throw this out there. These are the bookmarks that they were talking about that kids make, and it's part of the contest to resolve conflicts. So catch the good, and crayons work together to create something new. If we can work together, then we can. If they can work together, then we can too. Different yet united squares and circles and hearts. That's really cute. Anyway, so those are some of the bookmarks that we forgot to do. But now we're going to talk about Lemonade for Literacy, and that is this Saturday. So tell me about that, and tell me who you're sitting with.
Woohoo! I'm sitting with Cameron. Cameron's from AT&T.
Good morning or good afternoon, I guess.
Yes. So Lemonade for Literacy is to promote reading in Montgomery County. One of the things we want to do is make sure that children have access to books, and the books are free. We don't sell the books. We donate them to children, to their siblings, to their families, to their grandparents, to promote reading as a whole. One of the important things about Lemonade for Literacy is that when you come in, you can bring a book or you can get a book. Isn't that right, Cameron?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great opportunity to take a book that's sitting around your house collecting dust and donate it to someone that's going to be able to benefit from it and read that, get the knowledge from it, and increase their own personal literacy.
Yes, and the important thing is to make sure that the last time a child saw a book is not the last day of school. So we promote reading during the summer. We have 3 components. We have a health literacy, we have an educational literacy, and we have a financial literacy.
So that's part of Children's Books on Wheels is where, and how long ago did you start this nonprofit?
It's 2004. It's
Okay.
a 501c3. Any items donated, any of the books donated, they can actually get a write-off for them. And we find a lot of people that they don't want the write-off. They just want to donate the books. And the educational literature for the children. We're in the schools, we're in the churches, we're at other nonprofits, making sure the children have access to books at no cost. And we're so glad that we met someone that felt the same way that we do. I know that AT&T has a slogan, what's their thing? Well, literacy is their thing now. So they're promoting literacy and reading with us. And we were so happy. Mary Butler and I met Cameron and we started talking and it was nonstop. And we just decided it was the best thing to do for children, not only to have access to books, but to also have the technology that AT&T provides so that they can also do books and technology online.
So tell me where the lemonade comes in.
The lemonade, it's hot in Texas.
Okay.
And it's really, really hot in Texas. So you have two great things. You have the lemonade and you have the books. So we'll have lemonade that's there. And, they have the best lemonade in town when you can get lemonade from Chick-fil-A. They call it crack lemonade.
Now I get it.
So it's lemonade and it's the books and it's the technology and it's AT&T.
It's all connected.
And
it's pass up on the opportunity to have a great alliteration. So that's perfect.
Alliteration. Okay. So that's 11:30 to 2. Tell me kind of where your AT&T store is located.
We're right on the interstate, the north end of town, right there sandwiched between the Applebee's and the Buffalo Wild Wing, right on 545 in front of the Kohl's.
Okay, near 3083.
Yes.
At that shopping center over there.
Yeah, we're at 2948 Interstate 45 North.
Okay, so that'll be this Saturday. Bring books, take a book, whatever. And I know that you're out in the community a lot, and you always have your cart of books with you. And kids love that. They love looking through the different books and picking out something that really speaks to them. And it's so important that they keep reading, not just in the summer, but all the time, all through their adulthood. They need to keep reading.
Yes.
Do you have adults that often come and look at the books too?
We do. We have a lot of grandparents that come in and bring their kids because they have them for the summer. One of the things that I have in my SUV is I have a cubby. And my cubby in the back of the seats is not for movies. My cubby in the back of the seats is for books. So we tell parents to bring the books, have them in the SUV. You can play with your AT&T cell phone. That's great. But give me a little time with your book for a minute. And then, it's just good to read. It's good to know. And to operate technology now, you have to read. So you
got to read to do anything.
Anything. Yes. You don't want to be one of those people that go straight to, I think I can do this. And then you decide, oh, I messed the leg or I missed the screw. So it's important to read. It's important to promote reading. And it's important to have good partners like AT&T and what they stand for in the community. It's just a win-win situation for us, for people to have access, not only July the 21st, but July the 28th, August the 4th, and August the 11th from 11:30 until 2 p.m. And it's at the League Line Road, AT&T. We love it out there. It's a great location. Parents come. Siblings can read to siblings. The students can read to each other. Teachers, a lot of teachers come out and they get a lot of books because, they have a limited budget of what they can do as far as school is concerned.
That's a great idea.
So we work with a lot of the teachers to make sure that they have access to a lot of books, a lot of required reading for high school. We have those books. We had someone come in this weekend and they needed To Kill a Mockingbird. We had someone else to come in that's doing required reading. So they went through all the books that we have. Last year, we donated over 8,000 books to Hurricane Harvey recovery. So the books are donated to Children's Books on Wheels. We have fundraisers that are coming up to help Children's Books on Wheels so that children can have access to after school and so children can have access to reading. Reading is one of the most important things America can do for their children.
So if somebody needs a book and they tell you the title of what they're looking for, you can help them out and see if you have that in your library assortment?
Yes, we do. But they usually come in for one and they usually leave with about 5.
Right.
They usually trade them out and bring some in.
It's so much fun. I know when my kids were young, we used to go to the library all the time and they'd check out lots and lots of books. And it was a constant thing. We've always had books, been part of like 5 different book clubs and things like that. But I think that you're just making it more accessible for everybody. when you offer these opportunities and these events to come get a book, take a book, drop a book off, trade it off, whatever. Right, Cameron? I know that's why you're involved in this.
Yeah, absolutely. It takes you all of about 5 seconds to listen to Rita to hear how passionate she is for her organization. And it's such a fun opportunity to partner with someone that's got a passion for children and a passion for knowledge.
She has a passion for life.
Yeah, yeah.
She does. I've known this girl for some time. over 10 years. I don't know, probably closer to 14 or 15.
About 14
something.
to 15.
Yeah, I think so.
And then Margie has that same passion too. And when you work with people that feel like that and care for the community, a lot of times people are saying, but you're not selling any books, you're not making any money. Well, we're not making money on the books. The money is for the operations. What we're doing is we're making sure that children have access to literacy. Montgomery County is very rural. In the metro area, it's almost like what's the commercial? Can you hear me now? That you guys?
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
I think that's some other guys.
Yeah. That's okay.
It might be the other guys, but I tell you what, the fact that you guys are going literacy is your thing, that's important.
It is important.
And I like your AT&T slogans, about what is your thing and how is your thing. I think literacy is your thing will be your thing for a while, promoting reading and literacy. And inside of an AT&T store, can you imagine while the parents are shopping for the technology, the kids are coming in, Children Books on Wheels will have cubby books so that while the parents are shopping, the kids can read the books, the grandkids can read the books, and you'll have access to the books for free. That's because of our partners at AT&T. And the areas are so rural that you really can't get out to get the books. I see an AT&T van with Children Books on Wheels wrapped around it, and we're making sure that families have access to technology and also have access to books. That's just a dream, Mr. Cameron.
I love it. I love it. And AT&T's vision is, our goal is to connect people to their world everywhere they live, work, and play, and do it better than anyone else. And doing something like this, meeting, working with the community, working with an organization like yours, is a great opportunity for us to meet the community where they live, work, and play. And we just look forward to what that partnership means for us.
It means a lot to Children Books on Wheels. It means a lot to the community of Montgomery County and our rural areas to know that AT&T does support literacy. That's important. You'll see how important it is to families when they come in and they have actual little cubby hole and they can go in there and get a free book.
You have to take pictures.
Lots of pictures.
Take pictures and send them to me, and we'll post about the event.
Great.
On Conroe Culture. So if you want to find out about books, literacy, financial literacy, medical literacy, any of that stuff, you can go to childrenbooksonwheels.org to find out all the information of Rita. And she wears so many different hats. She really does. And she's very involved in the community all over. So with that, ending it, Lemonade for Literacy, Children's Books on Wheels, and AT&T with Chick-fil-A Lemonade this Saturday coming up at the AT&T near Kohl's in Conroe. And that is from 11:30 to 2. So stop by, say hello to Rita and Cameron, and tell them you heard them on the radio.
Sounds good.
Okay. Thank you. We'll be right back with information from Conroe Parks and Recreation.
Have a legal question? Are you a resident of Montgomery County? Call 281-645-6344 to talk to a volunteer attorney from the Woodlands Bar Association. We answer the phones on the first Monday of every month at 281-645-6344 from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. to provide general legal information and information about legal resources to Montgomery County residents.
Since 2004, Roger Stein Chiropractic has offered spine and joint manipulation services to residents of Montgomery County and surrounding areas. Conditions treated include lower back pain, migraines, headaches, whiplash, carpal tunnel, neck pain, sciatica, joint pain, sports injuries, herniated discs, and complications from pregnancy. Roger Stein Chiropractic, led by Dr. Stacy Rogers and Dr. Brian McGee, is an integrity-verified chiropractic clinic. Call 441-9990 for an appointment, or visit rogerssteinchiropractic.com. That's RODGERSSTEIN chiropractic.com.
Lone Star Community Radio is looking for those who are interested in hosting their own talk show, with monthly and weekly slots available on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and on irlonestar.com. Start your own podcast, create your first YouTube channel, and be on TV. Contact Lone Star Community Radio online at irlonestar.com or call the station message line at 936-647-3776.
For those of you who like your partners, your gumbo, and your music salty, well, we're here to help with the music. Julie and Shay here, host of Lone Star Country Nights Thursday, your weekly dose of roots and Americana and all the music that makes this part of the country special. We stir in Western swing, honky-tonk, Zydeco, Texas blues, outlaw country, and put a pinch of red dirt, and then we smoke it over a slow fire. Then listen to the results Thursday nights on Conroe's 104.5 and 106.1 and worldwide at irlonestar.com.
An estimated 1 in 10 births will result in a neonatal intensive care stay, also known as the NICU. Overnight, a family can find themselves and their newborn baby in a critical situation. The Mila Foundation financially and spiritually assists families in need. If you would like to volunteer or become a monthly sponsor, please visit us at www.themilafoundation.org. Again, that's www.themilafoundation.org, because every life matters.
And we are back on Conroe Culture News from downtown Conroe, Lone Star Community Radio, FM 104.5, 106.1, irlonestar.com. And this show is sponsored by Roger Stein Chiropractic that has a ladies' night out tomorrow night. I don't hear sound anymore. You hear? Mm-mm. Okay. So tomorrow night from 5 to 7, and that is at 3303 West Davis in Conroe, across from Conroe High School. So sitting here now in the studio, I have Javier Pena and Elizabeth West and Wes. Wes, I don't even know your last name.
Oh, Wagner.
Wes Wagner. And
or just Wes, like Prince. That'd be cool too. Yeah, you know.
Wes like in Prince? What?
No.
He's
cool
just
enough,
one name.
He's
Just
cool
one
enough
name.
to have one
he's
name.
cool enough to just have one name.
I only need one.
So anyhow, and he is with the new program they're starting. He's an athletic specialist with the City of Conroe Parks and Recreation, and it's National Parks and Recreation Month, right, Elizabeth?
Right.
Okay. So tell me what's going on.
Well, I guess we have a couple different things we wanted to talk about because there's a lot going on this month with Parks and Rec Month. Like one of the things we're doing, definitely, we just had our concert in the park, which is a great one.
It was rained out, but
I mean, we did get to hear a few good songs when we were able to. So one thing I wanted to mention is that the next one is going to be the next Thursday, and we're going to have Johnny and the Spin Stations playing and the Fab Five playing. So
that's September.
That's September. I'm sorry, August.
I knew that
2nd.
much. I think it's August 2nd is the next one,
Cody
right?
West.
Cody West.
And so come back in September too for the other one.
West, not Wes.
Correct. That one's August the 2nd. So it's going to be the first Thursday of the month. This month, though, one of the things we're doing is our movie in the park. We're doing like a sci-fi in July. So we actually put it out on Facebook, had everyone in Conroe vote and let us know which one they wanted to see, whether it was Star Wars or Back to the Future. And everyone picked Back to the Future. So we're going to actually have the screening there. We're going to start a little later than we normally do because it gets darker later. We're actually going to have a DeLorean at the
Where'd you get the DeLorean?
There's a DeLorean club in Houston.
Really?
And so one of them is coming up here, and they're going to let us take pictures with the DeLorean for the kids. I mean, that's why I'm glad Back to the Future one instead of Star Wars, because there's no way I can get a Millennium Falcon or anything like that. But
well, that'll be fun. So that's this Friday night, right?
This Friday night coming out.
Free. No charge.
No charge. We will have concessions.
Okay.
So if you want, bring a little cash for that, or you can bring your own non-alcoholic drinks and food, snacks, that kind of stuff out there. You don't have to get it from the concession stand, but they're going to have everything there, like popcorn, movie stuff.
Okay.
Great
Elizabeth,
stuff.
and what part are you involved in this?
Yeah, well, before that, actually, on Friday,
July 20th. We also have at the Owen Theater, actually Friday and Saturday, we have 2 performances. Our teen acting camp, which is one of our programs, they're doing their final production of High School Musical Junior. Friday, the play is at 4:30 and Saturday at 2. And both of these are free performances here at the Owen Theater.
Wow.
So, yeah, we want everybody to come out and see how hard these kids have worked in our teen acting camp. It's going to be really good.
That's fun that the city offers that for kids, teenagers to go and get involved in. I mean, who doesn't want to be a drama queen, king, whatever. Right, Wes?
Right.
So tell me a little bit about your youth soccer program.
Yeah, so we're really proud to announce the start of our new grassroots soccer program starting this fall. It's called Conroe United. We wanted to base it after Manchester United because, they have that deep history of, soccer excellence. So this basically, we wanted to be an affordable option for families who just want their kids to come out and play some soccer. So for residents, it'll be $30, and non-residents, $37 for 8-week season. So
Have you played soccer?
I did. I played soccer in junior high, but played some other sports in high school and college. But the World Cup just wrapped up, so
Yes, it did.
just got some.
Croatia, right?
No, France won.
France.
Oh, well, there you go. See, that's how much I pay attention.
Don't feel bad. I didn't watch it either, so that's okay.
Well, Croatia was in it, though, weren't they? Okay.
Well, yeah, we had a great. The World Cup was great, and we're looking to bring some of that fire to Conroe United.
Okay. So National Parks and Recreation Month. Now, you guys are doing some kind of a social media contest, too, aren't you?
Yes, yeah, we are offering a Facebook photo contest. So what we're asking is for people to take a selfie of themselves in one of our parks having fun, post it to our page, and use the hashtag #DiscoverJuly. And whoever gets the most likes on their photo, we've got some great prizes.
Okay. I know we had one. I probably didn't have a lot of likes.
No, it's a.
Oh, well.
I'm beautiful. I'm sure it got a lot of likes. So it's,
maybe we need to share it again and see if we get some more
that's
likes.
a good example one. Definitely check that one out. But it's got my beautiful mug on there, so I'm sure.
So,
likes.
the really neat thing is just because this is July, it's highlighted for Parks and Recreation, but there's so many activities throughout the year that you do. I mean, there's the annual Kids Fest. There's the Halloween. What is that one called?
Trick or Treat Trail.
Okay. I know
Got
you
Kid Fish in
have
September.
experience with that, Elizabeth. And
Kid Fish in September,
Kid Fish.
along with the Kiwanis Club. They do their Kiwanis Kids Stay in the Parks. We do those together. It's a great one to come out. And there's a lot of first responders. We get fire department there, police department there, and good opportunity for the public to meet all our first responders and check that out. And then the fishing's free, so definitely come check that
nice.
out too.
That's over at Carl Barton Park, right?
Carl Barton Park.
So if somebody wanted to find out about all these activities, they can go to your website.
Go to the website right there on the at the cityofconroe.org page. You can go to the Parks and Rec tab, and usually has all our programs listed, the stuff we do in our centers, the Rec Center, the Oscar Johnson Community Center, the Aquatic Center. It's got a copy of our playbook, so you can go ahead and scroll through it like a PDF and see what all is going on for that time frame. We put a new one out every 4 months. So this is
our new playbook for fall will be coming out
pretty
shortly.
soon. Yeah,
and those are distributed different places throughout the city. I know.
Everywhere.
I've seen them a lot of. There's probably some in the shops through here, and then you'll always have it at your community events that you participate in, like movies in the park Friday night. I'm imagining you probably will have some for summer
usually
still.
any city building like the tower downtown, the Rec Center, the Aquatic Center, you can get the playbooks there. You can also a lot of, like you said, a lot of vendors and shops around town. Vernon's, I mean, just pick one. It probably has the playbook in it, and you can just go in there and get a copy. And if you don't have a copy, we'd be happy to email you a copy. So,
well, how convenient. And not only does that have things, activities you can go to, but it also has things from the arts department, the Greater Conroe Arts Alliance, are still doing the upside down thing where one side is all Parks and Recreation, the other side is Greater Conroe Arts Alliance with the performances, the Conroe Art League,
that's
the choral groups, all the
great
different
addition.
things.
And I think the Arts Alliance is happy with that also.
I'm sure they are.
More bang for your buck there. And we get so it's like 2 magazines in one. Just flip it over.
Okay, what else? Anything?
Not putting us on the spot.
I don't know.
Well, we've got a lot going on. I mean, right now we just started a new session of our youth gymnastics classes, and they're pretty full. So that's another thing the rec center does.
We have youth dance
got
camps,
youth dance camps
going on at the rec center until August, the week of August 6th will be our last week of those.
There's always stuff going on.
Or just come out and get fit. I mean, the rec center's got I think the big one that we're doing now is our spin classes. I mean, I don't have enough bikes for the people coming, so we're adding more spin classes to be able to accommodate all the folks coming in, because we got some great spin teachers, and they got a good following, so the classes are always pretty full.
So for any of these activities, you can be a resident or a non-resident, and there's different fees based on that. And then, of course, you're not really checking whether they're residents or not for these free events like movies in the park.
Anything free like that. The concert is just come on in.
Just come in, have fun, bring the family, because most of the events are all family oriented and provided a lot of times for free by the city.
Yeah. And if anyone's ever curious if they're a resident or not, all they got to do is give us a call. We'd be able to help them out. It's basically if you pay your property taxes to City of Conroe, then you're considered a resident. If you don't, then you're just on the non-resident spot. But it's only just a couple dollars more for that. So,
okay. All right. So you can go to cityofconroe.org and go under Parks and Rec to find out all these things. And they're also on Facebook. So look for them. All you have to do is put it in the search and put City of Conroe Parks and Rec, and you'll see their upcoming events. And they're also shared on the Visit Conroe site and Experience Downtown Conroe. So, all right. Well, we will take another break and come up with our last guest, Kelli Cook, who's going to talk to us about things that are going on in Montgomery County. And we will be right back. And this is sponsored by Roger Stein Chiropractic. I'm Margie Taylor, your host.
Path to the Plate is a research-based education program that helps consumers understand how their food choices impact their health by making the connection to agriculture, learning about how food is grown and produced, and how consumers can make better food choices for themselves and their families. Path to the Plate is all about dispelling myths and misconceptions. Find out more online at pathtotheplate.tamu.edu. We are Texas A&M AgriLife Extension, helping Texans make their lives better.
Lone Star Community Radio is Montgomery County's radio station with talk, music, weather, and traffic for Montgomery County. Have a question or comment about one of our shows? Want to know how to reach a host? Just contact the station at irlonestar.com or call in and leave a message at 936-647-3776. Get involved with your community with Lone Star Community Radio.
Since 2004, Roger Stein Chiropractic has offered spine and joint manipulation services to residents of Montgomery County and surrounding areas. Conditions treated include lower back pain, migraines, headaches, whiplash, carpal tunnel, neck pain, sciatica, joint pain, sports injuries, herniated discs, and complications from pregnancy. Roger Stein Chiropractic, led by Dr. Stacy Rogers and Dr. Brian McGee, is an integrity-verified chiropractic clinic. Call 936-441-9990 for an appointment or visit rogerssteinchiropractic.com. That's RODGERSSTEIN chiropractic.com.
We are back. I'm Margie Taylor, your host for Conroe Culture News, every Monday at noon from downtown Conroe, Lone Star Community Radio, FM 104.5, 106.1, right next to Conroe Coffee, where they have a window where you can sit and watch what we're doing. You can't really hear it, but you can hear it out on the sidewalks. So I am sitting today across from Kelli Cook, and she is very involved in the community and things that are going on that are important to us. And that's why I asked her to come on the show. So she will be our closing guest today. Kelli, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Well, I consider myself an activist, and I usually
was going to say that.
know what's going on around here, especially when it comes to property taxes, which is a pretty hot issue. I mean, it's really hot now here in the summer, but property taxes is always a hot issue in Montgomery County. There's a lot of people that are feeling the burden of the property taxes being too heavy. What they're probably not expecting is an August election. So Magnolia ISD, Magnolia Independent School District, is currently having a tax ratification election, not to be confused with the bond election is what schools usually do. But this one is to ask the residents of Magnolia, the property owners, if they are okay with a tax hike of 10 cents. So they have, the school district has what we call busted the cap on their tax rate. So they now this has triggered an election. So they have to ask the property owners for permission to raise the property taxes, the tax rate 10 cents. So what
seems very odd that they're doing that in August.
Yes, it does. Surprise, surprise. Now, who it won't become a surprise to is the Magnolia ISD personnel. They have been being prepped since May. But most of the residents that I have talked to do not realize that this is happening. So early voting starts July 30th. So this is just around the corner. Folks that have mail-in ballots have already received those. Those are on kitchen tables right now. So we need to try to hurry up and get informed about this. They haven't already issued an additional $70 levy. Regardless of what happens with this tax election, if you own a home, you're going to be paying $70 more. If this passes, you can expect to add about $255 to the $70. So if this tax hike election is successful, you'll be paying over $300 more per year. And this is a permanent tax hike. This isn't a bond that gets paid off and you can hope that maybe your tax rate will go back down. This is a permanent tax hike. So, and you need to keep in mind that 40% of the families that live in Magnolia ISD are economically disadvantaged, according to the schools. So these are the people that we're trying to heap this heavy burden upon their shoulders even more with this surprise special election in August.
So why are they doing this? What have you found out?
Well, they want to increase programs, which we don't really know what that is. With a bond, they have to give you a list of projects and then they have to spend the money on that. With a tax hike election, they don't have to spend the money on what they say they want to spend it on. It's kind of like giving them a blank check. But what they say they're going to spend the money on is programs and salary increases. So it's a little vague.
So when did you find out about this?
I had a friend call and her mother had received a mail-in ballot and she was asking me about it. She said it said they're going to raise the rate 10 cents. That can't be good. And I said, well, is her mother-in-law, is she struggling right now to pay her property taxes? And she said, well, yeah. And I said, well, then you maybe ought to vote no unless you want her moving in with you. Because it's really beginning to get quite burdensome for some people, the property taxes. So I would...
so it's very important that people get out to vote.
Yes.
Because otherwise it can easily win.
Yes. In Magnolia, the people that live there, they're paying 67% of their tax bill goes to the school already. So they get the lion's share of that money. And you know, they're spending some of that money on like $6 million conference center that is not going to house students. It's not going to house teachers. It's not going to house administrators. So there's things that they could do to tighten their belts like we have to do. So... early voting starts July 30th. You can vote at Magnolia High School or Magnolia West. Early voting, as usual, you can vote at any location. On election day, which is August 14th, you will need to go to your specific precinct, which is 4 different schools. And honestly, it's too complicated that I won't even read out all the precincts. It's extremely complicated. Now, I'm sure the teachers will be getting notifications, but it's not going to be easy for citizens to figure it out. So if you wait until August 14th, election day, I would really recommend that you call the Montgomery County tax or election office and ask them where you should vote. Or you can go to our Facebook page. We're continually putting information out there about this, and it's called It's Okay to Vote No, Magnolia ISD. But otherwise, I would really try to vote early, which will be July 30th through August 10th. And that's going to be a Monday through Saturday and a Monday through Friday 1 week from 8 to 5.
This is good information. I do not live in Magnolia ISD, and I think you live in Willis.
I did live in Magnolia, and I recently moved to Willis.
Okay. But it's very concerning because if they can do it, then others can do it too.
And,
you know.
and others have tried to do it. And Klein just held an election and they lost. It did not pass. And one of the things Magnolia ISD is promising to do is cut 10 cents from another rate, or take the 10 cents. They're going to take the 10 cents from another rate and put it onto this rate. So it's kind of an underhanded accounting trick that's a little bit complicated. If we had more time, I'd go into it. So they're calling it a penny swap. But when they take this 10 cents and move it over to the other 10 cents, they can put it right back where it was without voter approval. That's the part that they're leaving out. They may be removing the 10 cents from here and adding it here, but they can go right back and add it to the interest.
It's very manipulative.
It's and it's not real easy for the common folks to understand. It took about 2 or 3 days of hard reading.
Wow.
To really get a handle on what they were doing.
Well, thanks for being an advocate for all of us.
Sure.
Residents in Montgomery County.
And just remember, you're not voting on a promise. You're actually going to vote yes or no on a tax hike. You don't get a vote on how they do their accounting and they're swapping around different things. That's not what you're voting on. You're voting on whether your taxes get raised or not.
So when would it be implemented? 2019?
I think right away. I believe they do their budget in September.
Okay, so it would be in their taxes that they pay, the school taxes for the end of 2018.
Yes, and if it fails,
part of your mortgage,
it will roll back to what it's been, which is the tax rate's $1.04. So they're trying to raise it from $1.04 to $1.14, and the state cap is $1.04.
Okay,
so it's a full 10-cent tax hike, which is quite ambitious of them. Most school districts, when they try to raise your taxes, usually go by like 3, 6, 9 cents is the highest I've seen it. But they can only hold a tax ratification election one time. So they're going for the full gusto with the 10 cents.
And in August.
Which
you wouldn't expect. You expect elections March, 30th, November.
Is the first chance you get to protect yourself from a tax hike.
So be forewarned, people, all of you that live out in Magnolia ISD, that this is coming your way, and I'm sure you're going to see more information. We will post something about this on Conroe Culture News, and check into it. Be informed. Pay attention. It's very important that you pay attention to things that are going on around you, and that's why we have this forum, so that you know different things.
Yes, and we really appreciate, because the only public meeting that was held in regard to this was at 7:30 a.m. on a weekday in May.
Okay. All right. So that starts July 30th. Election day is August 14th. And the information I will post on Conroe Culture News from Kelli, so that you have that as well. And that's about a wrap for today. So Kelli, I appreciate you coming out here and informing people. Y'all have a great day. Be safe. And we will talk again next Monday.
Thank you, Margie.
All right. Bye.
All right. Bye.
Getting over you, and how wrong am I for playing the same old fool, and how wrong are you for playing with my heart. I guess being lonely is a mighty good place to start, so baby don't mind